Hi everybody, I thought I'd make a video to help you figure out what you needed to do for this week. We are going to go to Google Classroom, of course, to find our lesson, and we'll hit classwork, and then we are going to take a look at week 5, which is based on an article in the April Scope magazine, and the article is titled Courage in a Time of Terror. So this time around, I didn't put the instructions right below. I actually am going to have you open the instructions document below. So it is right here. So go ahead and click on that. And we have a series of instructions we need to follow here. The first one that we need to take a look at is the vocabulary. So this document has a bunch of links on here for you, so it should be fairly easy to move around. So we're going to go ahead and click on this click on that link and open up the document for our vocabulary words. So we have defy, dehumanize, deplete, feverishly, gaunt, genocide, harbor, prying, and rampantly. So please go through those and look at the pronunciations, look at the parts of speech, and make sure that you read the definitions before you go on with anything else. Then we'll go back to our week 5 instructions and we'll look at step 2. We're going to log into Scope Magazine just like we always do. The password for you guys is Scope Mag with the S and the M capitalized. And again, we are going to go to the April issue of Scope. And once this opens, we'll have to scroll down just a little bit, and we are going to click on Courage in a Time of Terror. And remember that I'm on the teacher side of this, so it might look just a little bit different than what you are doing. So here's your article, Courage in a Time of Terror. We are going to read this story. If you want to hear it read aloud, you do have that option, and it is Kristen Lewis reading this one. It's not just the computerized version of the reading. If you do happen to click on read the article, there's something funky going on with Scope Magazine. That very first page is flipped around for some reason, but then it's corrected after that. So you may not want to use presentation view this time if you think that's really going to bug you, or if you don't want to hold your computer sideways. Then we're going to read the article, and then we'll go back. And step 4 is virtual escape room. So it says, after reading, click on the week 5 Courage in a Time of Terror escape room. Answer the questions correctly to solve the clues and advance through the puzzle. So here's your escape room. It says, solve the clues to assist Stefania and her sister Helena as they help Max and 12 other Jews escape the Nazis. So you guys should find this article interesting because you have already studied a lot about the Holocaust. We did that earlier in the year before the school closure, so it shouldn't be anything too difficult for you to understand since you have all that background knowledge. So here is the first part of the escape room. It says, Stefania's apartment door is locked. To open it, you must find the 4-character code for the lock. So to find the code, answer questions 7 through 10 in the image below. The first letter of each correct word in order from 7 to 10 is the code to unlock the door. Do not use capitals or spaces in your answer. So number 7 says, Kara later apologized for her prying or gaunt questions about why I was grounded, saying that it was none of her business if I didn't want to tell her. Well, so we've got 2 choices, prying and gaunt. Well, if we look back at the vocabulary, we have prying, meaning rudely nosy, or we have gaunt, thin and bony as a result of hunger, illness, or old age. So we know that the correct answer is going to be prying. So that's going to be the first letter of the code in the escape room. Then you move on to 8, whatever the correct answer is here, take the first letter, put it down here, that's the second part of the code. And then go ahead and move on. Each question is a little bit different. They're not all that's the same code formula. So you'll move through that. And then when that's finished, you will go back to the directions. And then we're on number 5. It says, open the Google Slides titled Courage in a Time of Terror, Remembering Stefania. This is back on your Google Classroom page. You are actually going to be writing a speech. So let me show you that. If we go back, we have the Google Slides right here. Go ahead and open that up. And then what you need to do is go over here and enlarge your screen a little bit so you can see what's going on. Here we go. It says the house on Tatarska Street is being turned into a museum to honor Stefania and Helena, the 2 young ladies that hid the Jews in their attic. Write a speech to be given on the day the museum opens. Use the following 2 slides to outline the ideas for your speech. You will gather ideas for your speech from the Scope article. Write your speech on the final slide. Revise and edit your speech and practice reading aloud a few times. And then you are going to record your speech on Seesaw. Your speech is going to be about 2 to 5 minutes long. And we actually have it pretty organized for you already. If you simply move on to that next slide, you'll see that your job is just to fill in these blanks. So it says, again, the cottage on Tatarska Street is being turned into a museum to honor Stefania and Helena. Write a speech to be given on the day the museum opens. So you're going to talk about the basics first. It says, near the beginning of your speech, be sure to provide basic information about the cottage. Jot down brief answers to the following questions. And these are the where, when, who, and why questions. So go ahead and fill in those boxes. And then you're going to be giving us some details about the background information. So this is what was happening in Poland. Why are people going into hiding? Why is Stefania deciding to hide these people that she knows or doesn't know in some cases? Then you're going to move on to number 3. List a few details from Courage in a Time of Terror that will help your audience understand what life was like for the people who hid in the attic on Tatarska Street. You're going to define courage and explain or list examples from the article about how Stefania and Helena showed courage. And then the last part is going to be why we should remember Stefania and Helena. The final piece is to type your speech here. And one of the things I would recommend is to go back to Google Classroom and take a look at the rubric. You've got the introduction. Speaker opens with an engaging hook and provides the audience with the background details, the who, what, when, where, to establish the topic and purpose of the speech. In the body, the speaker describes life in the attic in detail using examples from the article. Speaker defines what courage is and explains how Stefania and Helena showed courage. For your conclusion, the speaker explains why we should remember and honor Stefania and Helena. Speaker ends the speech with a powerful clincher or final thought to wrap up the speech and give the audience a sense of closure. And then the last one, the presentation. The speaker's voice is easy to hear, easy to understand, and pleasant to listen to. The speaker has rehearsed the speech and reads fluently with minimal mistakes. So there's your rubric right there. I find it helpful to take a look at the rubric before I actually start typing. So you're going to go back and you're going to use this information from above to write your speech here. Then, if you go to the directions, you are going to head to a site called Seesaw. And this is where you are going to record your speech. So mine's going to look a little different because I'm already in, so it's automatically taking me there. You are going to log in using Google. And that you're already enrolled in the class. I already synced it with Google Classroom, so you're already in my class, and it should recognize you as soon as you log in with Google. Once you get there, you're going to see, you need to click on Activities, and you're going to see this. Courage in a Time of Terror speech recording. You will access this activity by clicking on the plus add response button. You're going to record your speech, and I'll show you how to do this in a second using the video icon. One thing that you need to be aware of is the fact that you want to have your speech up because you're going to have to flip back and forth between the two when you get ready to record. So this is how you do it. You're going to add your response, and then you're going to hit the video button here. And then you'll see this little record button down here on the very end of the very bottom of the screen here. You're going to hit that, and then it will count you down. As soon as it counts you down, then you're going to go back to your speech screen, and you're going to read your speech. When you're finished, you'll flip back to your Seesaw screen, and then you're going to hit the Done button up here at the top right. Once that happens, you will see this spin for a while. It might take a couple of seconds, so don't panic. There's nothing wrong. It just takes some time. As soon as that pops up, you'll have the ability to either keep it, you can replay it and see if you like it. If you do, go ahead and just turn it in with this green check mark up here. Or if you don't like it, you can always hit the back arrow and you can delete and start over. All right, if you have any questions, make sure that you let me know. Thanks. Have a great week, guys.